Today I'm gonna show you how to assemble Ikea MALM chest of 6 drawers with the mirror on the top. Let's do it. And you're getting 2 boxes with this Ikea MALM chest of 6 drawers, useful tools, bigger electric screwdriver and a drill with adjustable torque, and smaller electric screwdriver. You need the measuring tape and the hammer. If you like to see what tools I'm using, all the links are in the description. Opening the first box, manual instructions you're not gonna need if you're gonna follow this video, as everything's gonna be very detailed. So here, this is how much stuff you're getting in the first box, and the first box is the main frame. Second box, that's the drawers, and you're gonna get the manual instructions here as well, so you're not gonna need that if you're gonna follow this detailed video on Ikea MALM 6 chest of drawers with the mirror on the top. You're getting 2 boxes with the screws and rails. One is for the main frame, one is for the drawers. Let's open the one for the main frame, and you're getting 2 plastic bags in it. One is marked number 1, another one is without the number, and contain L-shaped bracket screws and wall plugs for the wall fixings. Let's open bag number 1. You got the brackets, the piston for the mirror, and all the screws. Let's open this bag. I like to organize the screws and all the brackets and everything what is in it, so I know better what I'm working with regarding the size of the screws and all the other parts which we're gonna need during the assembly. We're gonna start with the side panels. Position the side panels exactly how I'm doing here, so you're gonna have easy time recognizing which holes should be on which side. So here on the inner side we have those 2 holes on the top. On the outer side is all white, and there's a raw material on the inner side. Here at the bottom you got 2 holes, that's for the bottom dividing panel, and on the other side exactly the same. So basically both side panels are mirrored now. 2 holes on the side, 1 small on the inner side, and 2 holes only on one side. It's gonna be the holes for the opening part for the mirror. We're gonna need these screws. So we're gonna need 16 of these, and we're gonna put 8 of the screws for each of the side panel. 6 on the side, and we're gonna need 2 on the inner side. Go just till the stopper, don't go deeper or higher. You see there's the small stopper. Just stop when the screw don't let you go in, don't force it, otherwise you're gonna have a problem when you're gonna try to lock the unit together with the plastic locks. So just go till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. So we have 6 at the front and 2 on the inner side, on each of the side panel. Now we have those dividing panels. Is it 5 of them, they are all on one side, and 1 is white all around. So this is white on one side and a row on the inner side, and this one is white on both sides. So 5 and 1. Now we're gonna put the wooden plugs, 1 wooden plug on each side of these dividing panels. Just place them in and secure it. 1 on each side of the dividing panels. Other side exactly the same. Now we can put them this way up. You get those plastic locks. On each of the plastic lock there is an arrow, so you're pointing the arrow to the front panel. I'm gonna show you in detail now. Arrow is at the front of the lock in the open part. See the small arrow, and the arrow gonna point to the front hole. This is gonna apply to all the connections wherever we're gonna put these plastic locks. So don't make mistake here. If you turn them the other way around, you're not going to be able to lock it. It is possible to fix it, of course. You just have to go back and twist the lock to the correct side before you're joining the panels. Here we have both sides, so there is 2 locks on each side of those dividing panels. Now we're going to work with this side panel. So the front side is closer to me, the back side is closer to the camera. And we place the white panel first on the top, and then we're gonna go with the row on one side for all the rest of the panels. So we're gonna have 6 on this side. As I mentioned, the first one is the white panel, as that part is gonna be the opening one with the mirror. Now when the panels are in, just twist the lock to the right side. Here this screwdriver combination with the drill is fantastic because of adjustable torque. The plastic locks are a bit fragile, so I don't need to be worried how hard they're gonna go on them. I just adjust the screwdriver and it's not gonna go harder on the locks. Here now we're gonna have the inner dividing panels. Those are thicker, one smaller, one bigger. You're gonna need those wooden plugs. It's gonna be 2 wooden plugs on each side. Just place them in and secure it with a hammer on each side. Those panels are slightly thicker, but the locks for them is going to be exactly the same. Sometimes they're using the thicker locks, the longer locks, but I'm going to explain you how to put them in, and how to lock them is going to be slightly different than on slim panels. But let's get to it in a moment. So you have these plastic locks here. The arrow things apply exactly the same, point them to the front hole. You see the hole on the edge, so the plastic lock's gonna point to the hole on the edge. And do that on both of them exactly the same. So here you're gonna have one on each side, lock pointing to the side, and we don't push them all the way in, just push them till so they're lining up with the top. Don't push them all the way in at the moment. Now we have those big panels, we're gonna put them in. So here is the plastic locks, and we're gonna put them in this way. So the locks is facing the bottom side, and secure them. Secure them by pushing them down first and then twist the lock. That's the correct way. If you start to twist too early, you're not gonna be able to lock it, so you're gonna have to go back, reposition the lock. So just push it in first, push the lock in first. So here I'm gonna show you, I start to twist too early, you see I cannot lock it, have to go back, then gonna have to push it in. I mess it up here a few times, then I just push it in and lock the connection. Here we have the front panel, 2 metal brackets, L-shaped brackets, and 4 screws with a round head. And we're gonna secure the L-shaped metal bracket with the 2 screws on the bottom dividing panel. 2 screws for each bracket. Just place it in. There is a pretty little hole on the middle as well. Just slide it in and secure it with the 2 screws. You're gonna need 2 legs for this one, 2 plastic legs. Just push them in. You don't need hammer for this. And if you need, don't go too hard on it. They're easy to break. And now we can place it to the side panel. So just push it in and secure it with 2 screws. It's the same screws with the round head. Now is a bit tricky part when you need to get all 6 holes at the front and 2 holes at the back, plus the wooden plugs, so a lot of holes, and all of them have to come in at the same time. So I do the front first. Once I'm in all holes, I try to fix the back and the dividing panel at the bottom. So you see I come in here, I jump on the side out, so just go slowly here. Before you start to tap it from the top, make sure you in with all holes. Once you're in, close the gaps. Once there is no gap, secure the locks by twisting the locks to the right side. If you point the arrows to the correct position, you're not gonna have a problem here. All the connections when you tap the side panel in gonna be closed without the gaps. Once you have the gaps, just check the plastic if it was turned to the right side. You may not gonna be able to push it all the way in. So now we have everything locked, so the frame is locked. Now we can join the bottom panel with the side panel through the L-shaped bracket with the 2 screws with a round head. Now the 4 legs, 2 on each of the side panels, so 6 in total, 1 in the bottom small dividing panel and 2 on each of the side panels. Now we're gonna put the top panel here. So this panel gonna hold the mirror, so you're gonna need 2 of these screws, secure them in, just till the stopper, not deeper and not higher. Now L-shaped bracket, that's the back with the wall fixing, you got the wall plugs there as well. You need 2 L-shaped brackets, 2 screws and 2 washers. So put the L-shaped bracket on the pretty little holes from the inner side of this panel and secure the screw with the washer there. You see you can adjust it if you have skirting board, but we're gonna stay all the way in like this for now. So that's depend, you can push it. If you want to secure it to the wall, you can push it further if you don't want to flush the unit to the wall, or if you don't want to cut the skirting board. Now we're going to need 2 plastic locks and 2 wooden plugs. So place the wooden plugs on the main frame, 1 on each of the side panel, and 1 plastic lock for each of the side panel. Just push it in. This one you can push it all in as the side panel is slim. Of course, point the arrow to the right position facing to the front hole. Now we can attach the panel. So the L-shaped bracket is going to be at the back, so that's the raw part of the unit. Find the right holes and tap it in. Secure it by twisting the locks to the right side. Now we're going to put the back panel. Both sides are raw, so you don't need to worry which side you put it in, which way. Just put it down in the gaps. And now is the important part. You're going to have the nails in the back, which Ikea provide. This is the important part. Measure from corner to corner. The number have to be exactly the same. If not, just push it slightly in. You see, sometimes the unit is a bit twisted, so you want to achieve 90 degrees on each corner. here I'm holding with one hand and the leg, and I'm pushing it to the right way. Once I put 2 nails, one in each corner, I'm gonna check if we're staying in the right position. If yes, you can secure all the back with the nails. Just watch out how far you go with the nails. Don't go too deep, because you're gonna end up coming out from the inner side. So it's about 2 millimeters from the side. There is a small tool in the back as well, you can use it, but I never use it. It's you should be fine just like that. Lift the unit up. Now we have those 3 openings on the edge and those 3 hinges. So one side on the hinge is long, one short. You see the metal parts in the hinge on the middle. This side is short, and that's where the hinge is opening this way. Here I'm gonna show you more in detail how it works. So here, this is the short side, and other side is long. You see the metal thing is long there. So we're gonna go the shorter side up. So as it is opening like that, we wanna open the mirror up. So just slide it in. So the shorter side is up. Just slide it in. You don't need a hammer for this. It goes nice and easy inside. Exactly the same for the second one. Shorter side is up, and the longer side is gonna be at the bottom. Here same, the shorter side is gonna be up, longer side at the bottom, and just slide it into the prettier hole. Go nice and easy. And that's how it is gonna open up. So you can open your mirror when you're gonna do your morning makeup. So you can put them down this way, all 3 of them. Don't secure it yet with the screws. We can put the mirror down now. You see you have those 3 openings, so they're gonna join with the hinge. Just slide it in, put it down on the unit on the top, and just slide it into the hinges. So all 3 holes at the same time. You can tap it. This goes quite nice and easy inside, so you don't need to go hard on it. Just tap it gently from the side. And once it's pop in, just finish it. You're gonna end up with a small gap on the edge, so it can open comfortably. And here now we can open the mirror up completely, and we're gonna secure the hinges. And now we secure all the hinges with the 4 screws. So it's 4 screws for each hinge. You're gonna have 12 screws in total here. Is the long screw with the triangle head. Make sure all the heads coming completely in, so they're not sticking out. Otherwise you cannot close properly the mirror when you're gonna put it down. It's gonna be kind of like the head's gonna obstruct the complete closing. So just push the screws completely in. 4 metal plugs gonna support the shelf under the mirror. So 2 on each of the side panels. Just plug them in. You don't need a hammer. They go nice and easy in. Get the shelf and slide it in. This is the one, just a small raw part on both sides. Slide it in, and it's gonna rest on those 4 metal plugs. Now we can fix the piston. I'm not sure if that's called piston, but let's call it piston. So that's the hydraulic part. We're gonna lift the mirror up. 2 screws on the top, and 2 screws at the bottom on the side panel, so the holes are pre-drilled. And that's how it is opening nicely, and not gonna let you go further than that. Here it is. We got the top part. So this is just a small material in, so it kind of make the thing soft inside. Here I'm gonna show you the drawers. I'm gonna show you one small and one big one. How is it done? One box with the screws and the rails. The bag is number 2. You can open it up, organize the screws. It's always better if you do this first time, or you're new to this, so you have better idea. The screws are not mixing. You know roughly which one going where, and for which operation you're using the same screws. Don't mix them up. The rails, open it up. Is a tape on 2 of them always. So open it up. One is left, one is right. Keep them on side. Just don't mix them together, because one is left, one is right. You're gonna need it for each drawer. So here the side panels, you have one with a dot, one without. So that's mean one is left, one is right. You have front panel and a back panel there. Now we're gonna need these plastic locks. We should be familiar with them. Now we know how to position them. The arrow facing to the front hole. Exactly the same for the second one, arrow facing the front hole. There is no wooden plugs on the front of these. Here we have 2 screws, just still the stopper, not deeper, no higher, one on each side of the front panel. This kind of a plastic stopper that just preventing the drawer when you're closing, so it's not gonna slam too hard, just reducing the noise. Here at the back, you're gonna have a gap on the side panel. That's gonna go on the inner side, and we can secure the side panel just by twisting the lock to the right side. One side of the side panel is flat, the top side of the side panel is round. So the round part is on the top of the drawer and the flat part is at the bottom. Secure by twisting the lock to the right side. Now we have the back panel, slide it into the gap and lining up with the side panel. Just like that. Once you line up with the side panel all the way into the gap. You can put the back panel in, slide it into the bottom panel, slide it into the side panel on one side and on the other side. Now you can put it down and secure each side with those plastic plugs, one on each side. Secure it with the hammer. Other side exactly the same, plastic plug, secure it with the hammer. Now we're gonna have these rails, so when you open the rail, one is left, one is right. The wheel is always at the back. You can see the wheel here at the back, 3 screws with a triangle head. Secure each rail with the 3 screws. Make sure the heads are completely in. Otherwise, when you're gonna close the drawer, it's gonna grind against another screw in the rail in the main frame. So heads completely in on the screws, and that's why this small screwdriver is perfect for these small screws. By the way, if you like to see what I'm using, all the links in the descriptions. Here, bigger drawer is exactly the same. Side panels, one with a dot, one without, so left and right. This is all the screws and plugs what you're gonna need for this one drawer. And we're gonna start with those plastic stoppers. So as I mentioned, there is no soft closing on these rails. That's just preventing the drawer against loud slamming. Now 4 of these screws, one on the top, first hole, and another one, third hole from the top. Exactly the same on the other side. One first hole on the top and third hole at the bottom, the arrow pointing to the bottom side. Here we have one dot, one without dot on this side panel, so left and right, and we place 2 wooden plugs on each of them. Plastic locks, 4 in this case, 2 for each of the side panels. Place it in, arrow pointing to the front. I think I don't need to mention that anymore, or do I? One side flat, gap at the back, the gap on the inner side, the round part of the drawer on the top, the flat part at the bottom. Secure the locks by twisting to the right side, exactly the same here. Just slide it into the right hole, so round part on the top, flat part on the bottom, and secure by twisting the locks to the right side. The bottom panel, so the colored part is inside, colored part inside, the raw part out for the bottom panel. And now the back panel, slide it into the bottom panel, slide it into the side panels. That's how it looks, nicely sitting into the side, in the side panels and the bottom panel. Turn it on the side, 2 plastic securing the drawer from on the each side. Rails, wheel at the back, secured with the 3 screws. Exactly the same the other side, wheel at the back, secured with the 3 screws. Now I'm gonna show you how to speed up this process, as you have 6 drawers here. When you're gonna do it, you can speed up this way, just turn them the correct way, you see, and do all operations at the same time. You see here I'm putting the screws before I put those noise stoppers on the side, so do all at the same time. You're gonna save a lot of time with this, especially if you have a lot of drawers. So do same operations at the same time for all of them. Put the left side panels on the one side, right panels on the other side, so you know exactly what you're putting where, as I'm doing here. Just put all 4 of them, 4 on the other side, secure it straight away, all of them at the same time. Bottom panels, correct way up, so the colored part in, put them on the side, secure with the plastics. See, so you speed up this. If let's say if you have 3 of these drawers, so you're gonna have plenty of drawers to do, so that's gonna save you a lot of time this way. The rails all at the same time. And now we can put them in. So the key here is put them a little bit down, so the front is slightly down while you're gonna get over the wheel, just like that. And then you can lift the drawer up slightly and slide it in. You can see here from outside, lift it up slightly once you get over the wheel, and exactly the same wheel on the drawer, go nicely over the wheel in the main frame and lift the drawer up slightly and slide it in. It's gonna be trickier on the top because there is reduced space, so you're gonna have to tilt them this way down, get over the wheel over the wheel, and then lift them up. You see, once I get over the wheel, tilt them like this and then lift them up, then they're gonna come in nicely. Exactly the same for the top one, very restricted space there, so just wheel over the wheel this way. If you're gonna go straight, you're not gonna be able to put them in, and then just slide them in by lifting the drawer. And this is it, Ikea MALM Chest of 6 drawers with the mirror on the top. I hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as always, you will make my day, and don't forget to check out the review or a few of my thoughts on this unit from Ikea. Thank you for watching, have a fantastic day. MALM Chest of 6 drawers, chest of 5 drawers, chest of 6 drawers. Don't forget to check out the video. Mother. Okay, thank you. Okay, and don't forget to check out the review or a few of my thoughts on this